Good evening, people. This is Sai Aditya, and I have my buddy Om Kumar Yadav, and we together are duo coders. And this is going to be, our first tech session or tech meet on our channel, Duo Coders, and we have the man of the hour, Manan Tyagi, who has actually cracked SIH'23, and that this will be a very productive and great session. You will be able to hear his experiences, and that would actually, change how you were planning to go for SIH'24, and he already said that he has already cleared the internals for SIH'24 already. So yeah, you can see what he can do. So I think Manan, we'll just say like we'll start off with a small brief introduction about you
Right.
and what your SIH experiences were. And yeah, please you can go off.
Hi everyone, my name is Manan Tyagi. I'm currently a second year B-Tech CSE student, and I am the winner of SIH'23 last year. So I competed as a fresher in college, as a first year student, and what we competed on was to create an environment monitoring system last year that we created that shows you the real-time air quality indexes and water quality indexes for India, and that is what we created last year. And the overall experience of SIH was amazing. It was pretty dream come true kind of thing to win SIH as a first year student. So yeah, that was an amazing journey to have.
That's great. That's great, bro. So, what we have done for this session is like we have compiled, all the questions that teams had,
Okay.
and we'll be starting off with, we'll compile all the questions because there were some questions which were repeating. So we compiled it off together as a question, and we'll start off asking that off, and at the end we'll have a Q&A session. So, Om, up to you.
So yeah, man, and these are questions are from our uh, audience that have joined right now. So
Sure.
I'll first start with a topic which is the presentation and submission. So in that, I will just ask you the first question, like, what are the key elements to include in a six-slide presentation to
Mhm.
effectively showcase our research and all? So they're basically wondering like what kind of content we should add in a six number of slides and all.
Okay. See, in the six slide format, see, first slide is your, ID title slide, right? You can do not cannot do anything up there. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to just put your basic idea and the problem statement that is listed on the SH, your details, right? Then the second slide is about the idea solution, I guess, right? So there, what you have to do is, you have to show how you're creating the solution in a very short and crisp manner, right? So keep a very short description about your idea. Then divide it into points. 3 points are enough to explain your idea. Then have a heading like how the solution is targeting the problem, how you're addressing the problem. Keep around 4 to 5 points for that. That is suitable to your particular idea. And then maybe you can add the UI image of whatever you have created. Either it is an app, either it is a web solution. Add a UI image for it on the first page, and maybe add something like unique features you have or a USP for a project or the idea you have created. So that is, I guess, what you need to add on the first slide. That would be enough. Then on the second main slide, that is a technical approach, include an architecture diagram that briefly explains what your idea is and how it is working. And if you don't have anything other than a schema diagram or something like that, you can also add a user flow diagram. So that could explain how users are proceeding on your website or your solution or app you have made. And give a short description in points, like 3 to 4 points, explaining that architecture or that user flow. So that covers your technical approach. Then is, I guess, the feasibility and viability slide. So for that, you have to, keep in mind to add how feasible your solution is towards the current market and how unique your solution is in the current market, or is it unique than the existing solutions? How is it unique than the existing solution? And how is it is viable, right? Any challenges you would be facing to implement that or fit it in the market. So you have to mention all these things, but keep in mind you have to keep it a little short and crisp to the point, right? Don't keep it a very long paragraphs or something like that. That is not quite readable. So keep it in points and maybe add some graphics like some any kind of a graph or something that shows what your solution is, something like that, right? And last slide is, I guess, the impact and benefits. So for that, just set a target audience which will be impacted by your solution. and write some points about what target audience will be affected and how they will be affected or benefited by the solution. And I guess that's all you need to include the slides. The last slide, I guess, is the research and references also. So just mention whatever portals or articles you have referred for that solution, right? That's pretty
Yeah,
all much about it.
that's the main concern of the whole slide. Like people are very confused. Like we have these many contents to add, and we have just
Mhm.
6 slides to add. And in that 6 slide only, we have one slide already reserved for these things and all. So
This is, yeah.
like that's the first concern. Like every SIH participant like is having. So apart from that, they have another question like, can we modify the like actual structure of the PPT which is given? Like that's the
See,
most basic question, I guess.
yeah. See, you can little bit change it. See, I guess what I know is that there's a little blue bar at the bottom that has SIH template written.
Yeah,
So you have to keep that, and you can shrink its size a little bit so that you will get a little ample space there. And SIH logo is there on the right, and the team logo is there on the left. So you can shrink down those sizes to get enough space, but don't hamper with the template, right? Don't switch colors of the background or don't do this. Just keep it minimal PPT and keep the background white. So it would be perfect for the submission.
Yeah, that means like we can just squeeze those
Please,
logos and
yeah, a
all,
little bit changes are
resize
allowed,
it
but
so that
don't
more content will be
change
there.
a major area of the website PPT.
Correct. And another question is like how should we provide team member details as it's not included in the template?
See, if it is not included in the template, it is not required, right? It is
Okay,
going to be submitted on the portal as well, so you
mhm,
don't need to add that in the PPT.
cool. And the next topic is about the problem statement and solution. So I
Okay.
will just read out the problems, like the question, what approach should we take to solve the problem statement effectively? Basically, they are confused with the approach and all.
Okay. See, first of all, whatever problem you are picking, I guess you have till now selected all the problems. So, basic idea to solve a problem is to find out what is actually the problem, try to understand what they are demanding as solution. Research about it, find out any existing solution in the market, compare it with what you can make, research about it, what improvements you can make there, anything unique you can do, or anything that has not been done in the current market solution what you can do. So these things you can go for while creating a good solution. And also just try to keep it a little bit unique, and just have a very good UI, because that is the first thing that would be noticed in your solution. So keeping a good UI is very important while building the solution. And targeting the solution is, I guess, just research about it on the internet. That would be enough.
So yeah, Manan, it would be like jo dikhta hai wo bikhta hai. So
हाँ,
we need
जो
to have that kind of UI in
yeah,
our
you need to
presentation.
have that. Yeah.
very true.
So yeah, and another question is like, do we need to present a complete project or a product?
For the finals, in the grand finals, you have to present the complete project, right? It,
The complete
it
project.
can
Okay.
be it cannot be like if you are not able to deploy it, there's not an issue. It can be on local system, but it has to be a complete project, presentable
Mhm.
project.
Okay. So guys, you must have known right now, like you need to have a complete approach of all the projects and all. Like you need to be very sure about the complete project, and you can't just take the prototype and go. So yeah, like next question is like, are basic solutions eligible for selection, or do they need to be innovative?
See, for selection criteria, I guess it should be innovative enough because you are competing against 500 teams. So creating a basic solution is not good enough to compete there and get selected. So you should have something unique or innovative in your solution.
Cool. So let's talk about some kind of selection process. So you already won the 2023 SIH, so you may have some like idea about how the selection process goes on and all, like
Yeah,
after the idea submission and all.
yeah.
So there's one question: what criteria are used to select presentation, and what makes a team stand out?
See, for the online round, as of see, I also don't have a clear understanding because I am not
Mhm.
a judge for SIH or someone who shortlists the PPT. So whatever insights I have about it is that they try to look for unique solutions in the PPT. They try to look how your idea is presented, the way you have presented the idea, and the PPT, as I said, jo dikhta hai wo bikhta hai. So it should be your first impression is the last impression, right? So creating a good first impression is important throughout the PPT. So If the PPT is good, looks good, has enough points that explains the idea, and it is short and crisp and easy to read, I guess it would get selected automatically.
Okay, and then there's one common question. So,
Mhm.
does submitting the problem statement early have an advantage, or all submission treated equally?
All submissions are treated equally. There is no advantage, right?
Okay, so there's no nothing criteria like that.
Just
Okay,
ensure that you submit before the 500 submissions mark is hit, right? Because after that, you won't be allowed to submit any solution.
exactly. We had a team who just went on the portal and their solution was already 500 and they were not able to submit the solution.
Oh,
So that's
oh.
the concern
Yeah,
I
that's
was
a
telling them.
serious issue.
So yeah,
Uh,
how are winners selected based on idea, completeness, or overall impact? Like presentation skills matter, or what kind of things?
See, after you get selected from the PPT round, there are five
Mm-hmm,
teams basically that get selected and they go
mm-hmm,
for the nationals, right? So it is a 36-hour complete hackathon. So there they expect you to come with your full solution. And see, what strategy my team followed last year was that, there are six total rounds for evaluation during that 36-hour period. So what we did is that we presented our complete solution to the judges in the first round only, and they give us some feedback. So what happens is that the judge there is the one who has raised the problem statement. He is the only one, or he is from the department that has given the problem statement. So he has a different solution in his mind, or maybe they have a different perspective toward the solution, and you might have a different perspective towards solving the problem, right? So in the first round only, you get a clarification what they are expecting. So they would share some feedbacks, or say some changes to you. You show them in the next coming round, they will get impressed easily. So that's the strategy we followed. They came for the rounds. We gave them the solution that we made. They gave us the feedbacks. We implemented them, and we showed all unique features that we had, and we capitalized on our uniqueness. So, and also the pitching skills also matters, right? You have to sell your product kind of there, so that they get impressed. And yeah, that's all to crack the finals.
okay. So, like, pretty true. Like, we need to have a good seller there in
Yeah,
order to sell our solution
you
and
need
all.
to have a good pitching guy there.
Yeah, and also had a good have a good convincing skills to
Yeah.
convince our problem statements and approach that we are following and all. So yeah, about the prototype development, I have a question. So if selected, how much time we will have to build the prototype?
See, I guess the results for this year would be coming around October or October
Mhm.
end, and the grand finals is in the November and or December first week. So you have pretty much a month to work on your solution. So I guess that's enough to create a good complete project, right?
That's why they were pretty sure that you should not come with the prototype because you're getting a 1 month,
Yeah,
whole
you
one
are
month. Okay,
not even a month. You are getting technically 2 months, right? If you
exactly.
see that, so you
True.
have to
So
come
you
up with
need
a
to,
full solution.
yeah, complete solution. Okay, it's like there's another question. Can we seek external help or collaboration for prototype development, or we must work independently?
See, you can take help, but don't mention it somewhere officially in the PPT or somewhere. You can take help from
Okay,
anyone.
that's cool. Like there's the last question of this particular category. Will special equipment, example drones, CCTV, be provided, or do we need to purchase? It's basically they're asking like whether we need to burn our own resources for this, making a solution, or they will provide some kind of reimbursement for us.
See, it depends on the problem or the problem statement. See, if
Mhm.
you one, they might give you reimbursement, but initially you have to invest initial costs.
So guys, you just need to reimburse from that particular 1 lakh which you will win. So
Yeah,
that's a no.
Very true.
yeah.
So post-selection process, like I will go on the category. Like what's next if our idea is selected? Like basically they want to ask like if our submission round is selected, like what's the next step we need to
See,
take on?
next you would be allotted a nodal center, and there
Hmm.
you have to compete with the top five teams for that your problem statement. And just go there, won there, and get better than other four teams and
Ah,
take the trophy home. That's what you have to
easy,
do.
very easy.
So there's another question of this category. Like are winners selected from each category or overall? First, second, or
Each
third?
problem statement has a winner.
Okay,
Okay.
each problem statement has a winner.
Yeah, and only
Okay.
there's a single winner. No second, third game is there. Only one winner is there.
Oh, there's only one winner in the
Yeah,
complete thing.
one
Okay.
winner.
Like I was going through the LinkedIn feed and all, so there were multiple SIH 2023 winners.
Mhm.
So I wanted to know, like, do we have these kind of zonal kind of thing, like from this zone, this is a SIH 2023 winner, or how it's
No, no,
good?
no, no. See, there is only a problem statement and a winner for that problem statement. That is the
Okay,
two criteria there.
okay,
Okay.
which means if we have 500 problem statements, there will be 500 winners.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There
Okay,
will be
Okay.
there.
so
Got it.
can we use technologies other than those mentioned in the problem statement description? So
Yes, you
that's the
can
question.
see if there is mentioned something. You
Hmm.
might try it, but if you are not comfortable, you can use any other technology or language.
Okay. So any one solution that you have inspired when you were in the stages of the 2023 SIH? Like any other
Uh,
team that inspired you
See,
or solution that
there was a team at the final stage when we
Mhm.
were competing against the top 5 teams at the grand finals. There was a team of third year students, and
Mhm.
they had a very good. They were on our problem segment only, so they were our competitors, and they had a very great solution. They created a mobile app as well. They created a web app as well. The UI was perfect. Their ML model was perfect,
Oh
and
my God.
we were thinking that they are going to take that trophy. So,
Yeah.
but I'd yes, they lacked somewhere in their presentation skills, or I don't know what went wrong, but you know, that was some team that inspired me.
Presentation matters, bro.
Yeah, presentation
Like
absolutely matters.
Matters.
I'm
Matters.
getting reminded of one of my hackathon process where people like other teams like they are like so much in confidence that they will make others confidence lose and all. Then they will like, okay, whether I'm going to win or not, but they are definitely going to win and all because of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
confidence and
yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah. So you have to
That's what I was
keep a
feeling.
little bit faith in yourself as well that you would take that trophy and win this edge. But just focus on presentation skills. That would be the key game there.
Yeah.
Mhm. And
Sometimes
how much?
sometimes
Yeah,
you
like,
don't have the best. Yeah. Sometimes you don't have the best product, but still, presentation is what will make you win.
Yeah, see, basically, you have to impress with others. If others are impressed by you, then no one is stopping to you to get that trophy.
True.
and like out of curiosity, like how much time did you got for the presentation? Like 5 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 minutes? How much time?
See, there's no fixed time, right? Every
Okay.
round, it depends on how the conversation goes, right? It can
Hmm.
end in 2 minutes, it can end in 5 minutes, it can go for 10, 20 minutes.
And from the time, can you judge like, okay, we made it? Like it basically
Uh,
happen in interview
Ah.
process, right?
See, I don't think so because the judges are so, they keep a plain face and don't show anything, right? Either they are, happy with the solution or they are not impressed with the solution. They don't show anything, so it is totally a surprise for you as well.
Okay, okay,
Ah,
okay.
got it.
So
Got it.
I'll just like now we'll just go on the doubts or Q&A if we have from the team right now. So I was getting a message from Jagriti Singh. You can ask your question here itself.
Yeah. You can unmute and maybe you can ask.
Yeah, or you can raise hand, then we can go one by one.
So my question was that the problem statement we selected was not in the SIS problem statements. So we decided to submit the solution under the student innovation category. But due to some
Okay.
issues, we were able to submit a solution as the submission limit has been crossed. So can we submit the
Okay.
solution under the miscellaneous category?
Yes, you can, but check that if the theme matches your problem statement or whatever you are creating. Check the theme if
Actually,
that matches.
it's not mentioned under the miscellaneous category.
Okay, it is not mentioned. So, okay, okay, I guess you can go for the miscellaneous category, but try to read all the problem statement. Might be there's a problem statement that matches whatever idea you are making. So just
Actually, so
go.
we checked all the problem statements, but it wasn't
Okay.
matching with the with any one of them. So we
Okay.
decided to submit the miscellaneous category. So can we do that?
Yeah, I guess you can go for that miscellaneous problem statement.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay,
sir.
so if a particular problem statement is not like your solution is not matching to a particular problem statement, then we can go into the miscellaneous category. That's the thing, right?
See, it depends if you can go for student innovation as well, but if that
Mm-hmm.
theme is matches your problem statement. Other than that, you can also go for the miscellaneous one. But I don't prefer the student innovation and miscellaneous because the submissions are pretty much high there as well, and they don't see there's no fixed category, right? Either will be expecting a problem or a solution for there, right?
Yeah.
see, in a problem statement, you have to give a solution. So it is easy, first of all, and it is easy to expect what they would be expecting from you as well. But in student innovation, they look for uniqueness and a very unique idea that is much better than the other submitted ideas there. So it is a little bit difficult to qualify there, but you can go for that submission as well.
Got it. So pretty clear. Most of the time of the participant goes on this thing only, like how to select a better problem statement so that we are able to have a good
Yeah, see, for
solution and all.
that you need to figure out that if the problem statement you are choosing, first of all, should not be some trending topic. Like this time there was a problem statement for women's safety, so it is a trending problem,
Exactly.
trending topic, right? So it
Yeah.
had 500 submission within 2-3 days of the submission starting. So
Shit.
it is very crucial there. And I guess just try to figure out a problem that is a little bit complex, not that easy, but not that difficult as well. So it gets around 200 250 submissions, so it is good enough to complete.
Sir, I have one question regarding the slides because the content was too much for my project that I fitted inside in one slide and it's looking quite complicated. So I was just asking that can I increase the slide size? Like it's an A4 landscape, but should I increase the size of the slide so that the content?
No, Vaibhav, see, try to reduce the content, because if the slide is complicated enough, no one would going to be read it, right? See, try to understand there is 500 PPTs that a person has to review for the government for free. Kind of that is the game that goes on there. So they would invest around 1 or 2 minutes for a PPT and easily reject it on the basis of non-readability or something like that. So just reduce the content, right? Make it crisp and short.
So basically, I should make it look like it's easier to read and it's selectable basically.
Yeah, it is easy to read and it is kind of minimal and has not too complicated to understand, right?
Okay, thank you, sir.
As Manan said, you can also leverage visuals like from Figma and all. You can
Yeah,
like
you can use.
basically uh, paste down your approach and all, have a wireframe diagram and all of that
And
particular solution and all.
just include definitely include your UI and a screenshot of a UI or app that you have made. Just include that on the second slide only.
That will give a sense like, okay, that
Yeah,
particular team has a solution.
yeah.
Otherwise, the whole content will make unnecessary things and they will be like
And
wondering
see,
like,
no one reads. If I am there,
exactly.
judging the PPT, no one reads so much content, right? They would
We'll just
try
scroll
to see
once.
the visuals only.
True.
Yeah, we'll
Very
just
true.
scroll
Yeah.
once and in that like in that only we will get
Yeah,
to know okay whether the
you
team
would
has a
easily
solution
get
or not.
disinterested, right?
Yeah, exactly. If we have more contents. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody else want to ask?
Yeah. This is a good opportunity. You can make the most out of it.
Good evening, sir.
Hi,
Good
Venkatesh.
Sir,
evening.
actually, our question is that we are having only one girl in our team. Is there will be any negative impact for that?
No. It is a requirement to have only one girl, but ensure that she is going for the finals as well. She doesn't, withdraws after the PPT selection, right? So,
That's the important thing.
because some teams have some members that are not able to come for the finals. 1 or 2
Mhm.
members are okay, but if there is no girl on your team, that would be an issue there.
Hmm. So I guess this is not written on the guidelines also, I guess.
I guess it is written that there's
Is
one
it?
compulsory girl teammate required.
Yeah, one compulsory girl team is there, but it's not like written like you all have to come there all.
Yeah, it is not written. It is not written.
Yeah.
You
That,
can have 1 or 2 members if they are not able to come due to some reasons. So you can,
Mhm.
get that approved from the college and you can go for it.
Yeah, that's the heads up we need to take care of. So yeah, Venkatesh, good to go. Any other team or members, if you have any questions, you can just go on.
Sir, one more doubt is there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Sir, we are thinking that we add our prototype link in the PPT.
Yeah, it is. If it is deployed, you can add it.
Okay, sir.
And the same team had a question a few days back whether they should include a YouTube video or not.
See, if you can create, you can, go for a YouTube video as well. See, if they are interested in your PPT and they like it, then they will be going for seeing your YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
To understand
Exactly.
more deeply.
That's cool.
See, for context, I would mention that last year my team did not send a YouTube video. So if you are not sending, don't get disheartened. You
Okay.
can also get selected.
That's good. Okay. So, do you have the PPT with you, the last year's PPT?
Yeah, just a second. I can show you.
Can you just present that will give a brief idea to us,
Yeah,
right, Sai?
Yep.
just. But one issue is there that last year the template was of 4 slides, and
Mm-hmm.
Oh
this
yeah,
year the
yeah.
template has changed. So I can show
Mm-hmm.
you.
At least they will get an idea like how they should organize their information and all about the project or the prototype.
If the PPT last year was 4 slides, then it is much better because you will have a better idea of how to put it in 4 slides. You can put it in 6 slides then,
Six lines.
obviously. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is the last year's PPT, right?
Yeah.
So, see, this is what we created last year. So, technically, you have only 2 slides to just present your idea. So, it is even more difficult to explain there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So,
exactly.
what we did was, just had a brief solution that we were creating, brief description about that. Then, in points, we mentioned our uniqueness and, whatever features we had. Then the tech stack is there. Then there's an architecture diagram. Then there's link to our website, link to our GitHub repo. Then we have created a USP graphic that we have compared the existing solutions to our idea.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to also include the UI image, the unique features that we have. And, we have described our use cases here, the business model that we will be following if we are converting this into a business.
Mm-hmm.
So
Must.
I
that is
think,
what,
yeah, it's become more feasible for the selectors to if we have some data points in our PPT and all, right,
yeah,
Sai?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
and that architecture diagram says it all, bro.
Yeah.
Says this is, yeah, that is what everyone will look at. Like they'll say, see the architecture diagram, and everything will be clear that what exactly is going to happen
Yeah,
in the
so
prototype.
that is what I'm trying to say, that if your PPT is crisp and clear, it was very easy to get started.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that
And if you
And
metric of
want,
the
I can
USP metric.
also show you the
Yeah, yeah.
solution that we created. It is also deployed. Uh,
absolutely.
and even if you
That
want,
would
you
be
can
great.
also, search that.
Yep,
So
that
the
would be
name
great.
is Jan Sathi, and this is the website. So basically, what it does is that it shows you the live AQI.
This is the website. So
Yeah,
I'll just allow this.
allow this. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So you are in Bangalore, right?
yeah, yeah,
Pretty much good AQI area.
yeah.
Yeah,
True.
so basically you can see the AQI, and you have a map, so you can also see nearby AQI stations there. And if you scroll down a little bit,
Yeah.
so you can see the predictions for the next days.
Oh,
And there's most polluted cities on the left. Then you have comparisons at the bottom.
okay. The
So
UI
if you
is
select,
pretty clean, bro. Pretty clean.
thank you so much. So if you select a city there, some like if you select Delhi or yeah, there you can search as well if you want.
Okay. Yep.
And if you select any other city, if you compare it with, see, uh,
Ah, of
right.
course.
Mhm.
Delhi, we know.
And if you scroll a little bit and down, so you can also see the metropolitan cities. We have added a particular table so that it is easy to get the insights.
This is great.
And then there's a heat map that shows whole year how was the AQI. So I guess January was a little bit high, but Bangalore is a good place to reside.
Yeah.
If
But
you
this
will
heat map
overlook
thing
the
is,
traffic.
yeah. But this heat map thing is like, this is a very new and innovative thing, bro. Like you can see
Yeah,
the complete year. So
yeah.
that
See,
is better.
if you can search, go on the search bar, click on that search bar. Yeah, search Great Order, GRE.
Great.
Yeah, you just select the first one, Knowledge Park 3.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go on the top, it would get updated. Yeah.
Okay.
So the search we have also implemented, and if you see the red notification there, right? What it does it
Yeah.
say? Dust pollution is high. So
Solutions, right.
what we made that was pretty much unique in our solution is that the existing solutions are not providing that what is the major cause of the AQI. So actually, currently, what the government does is that they, just ban the construction sites. They put on farmers on blame, like there's issue with crop burning. They implement the odd even rule. So what we did is that we tried to figure out what is the major cause of pollution in that particular area. So in Greater
Yeah.
Noida, currently the major cause is dust pollution. So what the government can do is that they can just shut down the construction sites for 7 days, and the pollution would get controlled without banning the farmers or troubling the the people of our country by implementing the odd even rule. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
it also does not hamper the economy as well, because there's no issue with that as well, and it is a very simplified solution.
The name's pretty cool as well, bro. Udyan Sathi.
Yeah, so it basically means Udyan means environment, and Sathi
Yeah.
means Rakshak kind of thing.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
that,
Right. Right on place.
yeah.
This is great, man. Just like
Yeah.
the UI is pretty clean, everything is working. Like, and it is like the best thing is, you have a project. The first thing that someone checks is whether it is deployed or not. And
Yeah,
you
it
have
is
already it
deployed.
is deployed, working.
Yeah,
That's great.
actually, there is some issue. It is not showing the latest data right.
Yeah, yeah, got it.
Have you added,
Okay.
Manan, like your GitHub repo link in your PPT and all?
Yeah, last year,
Yeah,
last
yeah,
year
yeah.
I did.
Okay, and there was another question like how will we able to get data to work on the website? Mm-hmm.
See, that you have to figure out. Either search, scrape the web,
Mm.
find out
Yeah,
some data sets, or you can,
yeah.
if there is no data set, you can create a, or your own dummy data set to present. Yeah. So I was saying that you can create a dummy data set and explain the others that we didn't find the data, and we have created a dummy data set. And if you want, you share the data with us. We can, implement that in the project.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, you can also check Google data sets and all, and
Yeah,
Kaggle is the
yeah.
most famous one. Yeah.
See, yeah, you can check Kaggle, you can check Google datasets, and there are many other, sources. You can just search the internet,
Mm.
try to scrape. It would take time, to get a good data set, but you will eventually get a good data set.
Okay, then we had a
Okay.
very wonderful session. I will just first of all say a heartful thank you to
Yeah,
Manan. Like
bro.
he just
Thank you so
joined in
much.
a very short notice.
Yeah, bro. Thank you so much, man,
Exactly.
for joining in. So on such a short notice, you joined and you gave such, great and valuable experiences of yours. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining the session.
Thank you for having me as well. It was a pretty good talk with you guys as well.
Yeah, like it basically clarifies all the doubts that the
Yeah.
past participants
Yeah,
had, and it will basically help them. So
yeah.
thanks a lot, Manan.